Good afternoon everybody, Andrew here from SC Scoot Riders, and today I'm reviewing something brand new, and it's not a scooter. It is the latest offering in the e-bike range from Bike Scooter City. So this one's going to be the top of the line. This is the GTR Viper. It's a dual suspension, 48 volt 17 amp hour battery, and the cells in there are a Samsung cells, and it is actually removable, hot swappable. So we've got a key down there that comes out. We'll show you how that comes out a little bit later. So yeah, you can put two batteries, you can carry a spare, and you can get extra range out of this. Range specs I'm not sure of yet. I have not tested that because I've only just literally got this out of the box. We'll put a few videos up with that little bit of an unboxing there shortly. So there you see what comes with it. As you can see, none of the guards and stuff are on here at the moment, or parts, because we're going to go through and put these on today. I'm going to show you what's needed to put this all together. So out of the box, handlebars and front wheel to go on first. Front wheel's quite simple. It's a quick release axle system. So you just got an axle nut going through here, quick release there. That's quite simple. And the handlebars, it's just a little bolt straight through here. It's a double-sided Allen key, 5mm. Don't need to do up the clamps here or anything like that. That's all intact. It's just this part through here. So once that's all tightened up and to your liking, you're pretty much good to ride. But if you want to go through and put the guards and everything on, we'll show you how to do that now. So for fitting the front guard, first off you're going to need to take off this 10mm headed bolt there, and get your very cute little light and your front guard. So basically the guard goes into there, she'll bolt through that 10mm bolt, and the light bracket will go into there. So I'll just put all that together and we'll show you that part. So there's that little bit done there. That's the headlight in there. Now I have put this here at its highest level there, so this front guard doesn't appear to be too much clearance through there. So we'll find out when we do start doing test rides whether these guards are going to be too close or not. So here's the light on and the bracket there. So I've just lifted this mud guard up at the highest point, and I'll tighten that bolt up there. Now headlight does need to be plugged in. You just got an orange plug here. When you're plugging these lights in, just have a look here. I'll just try and bring that up. Just there's a little arrow there. Just line him up with the arrow on the other side of the plug, and then put those together, because I've got some really fine pins in here and they're quite easy to bend, and if you bend them you're going to have to get the wiring replaced. So I'll just plug those in. Yeah, as you can see, the light does have a USB port here. I do believe that would be for an external USB pack, but for now, later on, what I'll do is I'll just tape that up so we don't get any water into that one. So the second part of putting your front mudguard on is just undoing these little 8mm bolts here. There's one on each side of the fork, and then your main bracket, which comes through here, goes onto that. So for the purpose of this video and the installation, I'm using this toolkit that came with the bike. So yeah, you can take it straight out of the box, get the tools and put this thing together, which is, I think, a fantastic idea. So you don't have to go searching for any tools. It would be easy with socket sets and stuff like that, but you can use the tools that came out of the kit. So there we go, that's the front guard on. Now I did find during that process that it looked like it wasn't going to line up properly, but once you do these up, it pulls the back end down there, lifts the front up. You can see you get a little bit of movement there. Now there's not much clearance there, so we'll see how that goes. If you set this at the highest point here, do that up last, then lift the guard up at the front, tighten them all up, and just bend these around to suit where you need it to go. So you're a little bit fiddly for the front guard, but it is on there. Let's move on to the back guard. So in the box, when you open them up, you'll notice that the rear guard is on the bike. You do need to remove that to fit on the carry rack, which is right here, that we're going to put on. So to do that, it was two little 8mm bolts down here again, and this fella here that goes through your main frame here, and that is where your carry rack goes into. So we'll show you that now. So guard off. The carrier rack sits into there like that. Now I can't do this two-handed and hold onto a camera, so I'll just put that bolt through and I'll show you what that looks like. So the first part of putting your mudguard and carry rack on, I've just put the 2 bolts through here. So I did find to make it easier, I put one bolt in first and then I put the other bolt in because this carry rack was just slightly wider than the frame of the bike. That didn't take too much, just to push in a little bit and then put the other bolt in. And then you've got the main bolt up the top here. So it's bolt, washer, frame, carry rack frame. And then you've got another couple of washers here. So I'm going to put a washer in between there and then another washer on the other side. So that's the carry rack bolted on there through to the frame with the 3 bolts of the frame. Now the kit only gives you the one 10mm spanner, but you will need 2 to tighten up this bolt here, as it does have a little nylock nut there, so they're pretty tight to do up. So second 10mm spanner there or a socket would come in handy to make things a little bit quicker. Then it's just your 2 little bolts through here, tighten them up and just make sure your rear guard is clear of the tyre, and that's the guards. So I'll put those on and we'll show you that done. Okay, that's those 2 done up now. We do have clearance around that guard there, so we're all good to go. And one of the most important ones to put on obviously are these bear trap style foot pegs. So they do have a left and a right thread. Make sure you're putting them on the right side, otherwise they will unwind as you're riding. So if it's not going in there, you've got the wrong side. So just thread them onto that there. They're a little bit tricky, but once they're on, tighten them up. That was left-handed too, that wasn't too bad. And it's a 15mm spanner to do them up that you get in the kit. So tighten them up with the spanner. If you do have a little bit of Loctite, just put a dab on the thread there to stop it coming loose over time with vibration. And that is your pedals done. I don't have Loctite on there now, but I will put some on later when I get back up to the shed. Yeah, as I was saying before, we do have a little L in here. You may be able to pick that up. That's just to let you know that that's the left-hand side of the bike. Now you probably find that will be a left-handed thread as well, as it is. There. And tighten him up as well. Get the right end of that spanner. And I'll do them up tighter later on. But that's basically it for the pedals. So there you have it, everybody. That was probably about an hour's worth. That's all the guards on. Front light. She's a nice bright little light. I had a bit of a look the other night, and I'll do a bit more testing on road with now that it's actually bolted on. You do get, which I think is really cool with this too, you do get rear tail lights, and you got brake lights as well. How cool is that? It's on a push bike, so that's all right. That's going to keep you nice and visible at night. You do have the front or the rear reflector there. Obviously I don't have that front reflector on at the moment. So those lights that we just saw, to turn them on, just power up your bike with the button in the middle here. So turn your lights on and off, turn your bike on of course, hold on your top button here. It'll turn your headlights on, and you'll just get a little indicator light up here as well to just give you an extra idea of where it is in case you're riding in the daytime. You'll see that you've got your lights on. So that's it, everybody. We'll do a few more videos down the track on this one for sure. I will be going through the adjustments on your front shocks and your air shock. Just quickly on that, if you do want to know 150 top pressure and 65 minimum on your bottom pressure. Now they don't talk about this in the manual, but if you look up EXA form air shock A5 RR1, you will find details on the net on how to set these up, but we'll go through that in a separate video because there is a little bit more to explain with that air shock. But that's it, everybody. Now it's time to go for a decent ride. Riding along on my push bike, honey. I had to do it. So here we are, we're out in the road. You don't have to pedal much to get this thing going. It really kicks on, so we're just going to go for a little bit of a run up the road here, check it out. So yeah, just got to a little park here near my place. Yeah, she pedals up those hills pretty good. There was some bigger hills back there. Now I did hear a little bit of tinging from the guard, so a little bit of fine tuning on that back guard. Other than that, this thing's pretty sweet. Love this colour. That is just wicked. Yeah, so head back now, and then we'll do some more video, like I said, on the shocks and settings on the display, all that sort of usual jazz there. But yeah, keep an eye out, everybody, FC Scoot Riders. And also DC Unplugged has these as well, so he's going to be doing some reviews on a few of these models too, so check him out. Catch you around, everybody.